Hey gang, this morning we are at Disney's Animal Kingdom Resort, and that is because over in the world of Pandora, they have dropped their first ever breakfast at Satu'li Canteen. And you guys know, whenever there's a new menu, we have to try to get everything. So that's what we're gonna try to do today, but I'm going to need your help to eat all this new food, so come along.
It's based off our name.
Now, truth be told, you guys, I actually don't eat a lot of breakfast here in Walt Disney World, usually because as a local, you're not really rope dropping and getting here first thing in the morning. So usually by the time I get here, it's lunch, it's dinner, or I'm coming for a couple snacks. So I am very excited to try out this new breakfast. I have some friends who have already tried it, who have given it a 10 out of 10. A lot of you guys, when you come to the park, you are rope dropping. And so I know it's very hard at all of these parks to find breakfast other than just maybe like a bagel, coffee, or a parfait. So it's gonna be really interesting to see what Satu'li does. Their little Pandoric, is that what we're calling it? A Pandoric twist on breakfast. But in order to see this new breakfast, we have to head into the world of Pandora. As we were making our way into Pandora here, they have the Tree of Life kind of blocked up. I see some lights, some ladders, a lot of cast member and crew. I guess they're gonna be doing some filming around the tree, so I'm happy that we're heading to the left of the tree directly into Pandora to try our new tasty breakfast. Yeah, I have a feeling that they're like filming some sort of Christmas special or something like that. But enough hanging out in the front of the park. This breakfast only goes from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, so we have to get there before they close the doors on us and switch to lunch. Let's head into the world of Pandora to Satu'li Canteen. It is super cool to see a new menu right out here in Satu'li Canteen. You're getting a little sneak peek of some of the things we're gonna be trying. A frittata and beef, a slow roasted pork with some potato hash. That sounds like a delicious breakfast. Even some fruits and some cinnamon toast. Yes, whenever you see this blue screen, it means get very excited because we are gonna get to head inside and try our very first Satu'li breakfast. If you don't want a mobile order, that's fine. They also do have a walk-up line. It's just a lot easier to be able to walk straight in and grab your order. And I am so excited to check out these new breakfast items. First up, we're gonna start with the slow roasted pork shoulder potato hash. It's with chorizo sausage and a charred onion sauce for $13.29. Next up is a frittata and beef. It's served with vegetable goat cheese frittata with a wood fire beef tossed in a chimichurri sauce for $14.29. And this is the cinnamon French toast. It's served with blueberry cream cheese, passion fruit anglaise, and sausage. The adult version is $12.99 and the kids is $7.99. Already, I am really excited looking at this breakfast, and I was able to get 3 different items for under $40. I did decide to go with the kids cinnamon French toast because it's the exact same item for half the price. With the kids, you only get 1 little French toast and 1 little sausage, but since I have 2 other meals, this is really all I wanted to try of the French toast. And truthfully, I might always just get this kid's portion. I think this is a great little breakfast. I think it was $7.99. We're not gonna know what my favorite is until we dive in and try it out. I do think that French toast is a little more like a dessert, so let's save this one for last and head into these delicious entrees. These just they just look so dang good. And I wanna start out with the slow roasted pork shoulder and potato, I was gonna call it potato hash. I do think that this could be a hit or miss for me because it is made with chorizo. And although I like all things spicy, chorizo sometimes can take over like the whole flavor of a dish, and that's all that I taste. But I do love a potato hash. Just potatoes in the morning, like having a good carb in the morning to get your Disney day going is what you need. So I'm really excited. Let's try to look at this. That's a whole glizzy on there. A full glizzy. Let's try to get a little piece of it. And the little potato hash to go with. I might need a knife for it. It wasn't as soft as I was expecting to cut through it, but sometimes with sausages, you know, the casings can be a little snappy. Hopefully the flavor is what snaps on this. Very good. I cannot believe the kick that sausage has. Like, the fact that they are serving this to the common folk who normally wouldn't like spice, the flavor on that is fire. I will say it does have that snap of like the sausage. I just don't like any sausage snapping. I think it's why I like corn dogs so much, because when you have like the sausage or a dog in like the cornmeal breading, you kind of lose that snap, but the flavor is what would keep me coming back. And the flavor profile too, like it keeps like deepening, and I'm getting like cinnamon and like cardamom, and then there's like an onion sauce. This is fire, figuratively and actually. Fire in the mouth. Fire in the hole. And can you guys see this sauce on here? It's giving like a pesto chimichurri, but I'm pretty sure that that's like the onion sauce. I kind of just want to try the sauce too, with a little bit of a potato, so I'm not like fully tasting just what that sausage tastes like. I don't know how they're not calling that a chimichurri. It's like a chimichurri onion sauce. That is so good. Or I'm gonna try the sausage one more time. I would literally take the sausage and put it on like a bun, have a little delicious chorizo sausage hot dog. That's really what I want. Can they have like two different options? You can get it as a hash or maybe a dog for lunch. That would be really good. And all their meats here, you can see it when you come in. They have a giant fire pit, so everything is roasted on there, so it just gives it that like flame grilled flavor that you're wanting. Amazing, amazing first dish. And next up is this frittata with beef. I don't really know why they felt the need to put like lettuce on the side. I'm not going to eat this. I mean, leave in a comment below. Are you gonna eat lettuce for breakfast? Like, I'm certainly not. I think it's just to make the dish look more colorful, a little more appealing, and to fill out the plate. But I don't really think they needed it, because look how much beef they gave you. And the frittata, that's a fist-sized frittata. It is huge. And then just the elevation with the goat cheese on top, I think I'm gonna really, really like this frittata. I kind of want to just like cut down the middle of this bad boy so I can see what the innards the innards of the frittata look like. Ooh, it looks moist. It has some nice peppers and onions in there. I wonder how they even made this in like a blueberry muffin pan. It's a giant frittata. I feel like frittatas have become really popular. Like, I know they have like egg bites at Starbucks. You can even like buy frozen frittatas. And I feel like it's a really healthy option for breakfast, because you're not gonna have a lot of carbs if you don't want it. I mean, I'm sure it has tons of butter, and that goat cheese on top is gonna do it justice. Let's give it a try. I don't hate it, but I think for me, the only thing that I'm like resoundingly loving about it is the goat cheese. I wish that there was maybe more actual cheese inside of the frittata, because inside I really think it's just maybe eggs, milk, maybe a little flour, and some veggies. And for my frittatas, I think I just like a little more cheesiness out of them. And you can kind of see, like, it's good, but it's like all egg. It kind of just tastes like a scrambled egg in a muffin form. But I don't hate it. But I think what is going to save it is this delicious sliced beef. You can definitely put it together, but let's try it by itself first. Oh my goodness. Yep. That's what you're paying for right there. I kind of knew I was gonna love this beef and chimichurri because they have a beef chimichurri bowl for lunch, and I'm sure this is the identical meat. If it's different, I can't really tell. It is so good. It's not fatty at all. If you're someone who has like meat aversions, this is such a nice like melt in your mouth beef. And then the chimichurri sauce, this isn't spicy at all. So if you're someone who's a little afraid of that like first dish with all the spice and all the flavor it was bringing, this is a little more bland, but like just your classic Americana breakfast flavors. I am like wanting more carbs though. Like everything I'm eating, I wish I had like a piece of toast to try it on, or like put it on a piece of bread. Like a chimichurri beef sandwich would be so good. I want to go back into the frittata just like one more time to see if there's something I'm missing. I mean, it's very airy and fluffy. Like there are little like holes and spaces in the egg, so it's not that it's like not cooked well. I just feel like it tastes like one of those frozen Jimmy Dean frittatas that you would buy from the store. But we're here for the beef, I think. I think that is the reason to get this dish. And I've really been craving some carbs, like I said. So luckily, last but not least, we have a little cinnamon French toast. I guess the Na'vi here in Pandora really like their sausages because you do get a little sausage link on the side of your cinnamon French toast here as well. And speaking of Jimmy Dean, that's really what this looks like. Let's just try it before we cut open this French toast. I know what this is going to taste like. It's going to be snappy and sausagey. Yeah, just your basic breakfast sausage, nowhere close to the flavor of that slow roasted pork sausage. Now, presentation wise, I'm probably most pleased with this cinnamon French toast because here in Pandora, the world of Avatar, all the food is a little different, a little eclectic, always has like a beautiful pop of color, and they brought it with this breakfast dessert. And this little purple dollop is not just for looks, it does have a purpose. It is a passion fruit anglace is what they're calling it. And then the full French toast is on a bed of blueberry cream cheese. Yum. And I was eyeing other people's full-size entree of this just to see if there was anything different. And like I said, the only thing I noticed is that you get 2 pieces of French toast and 2 pieces of sausage. But I think it is way, way better of a price to just get the kids' meal for $7.99 opposed to $12.99. The plating is pretty much the same. It looks the same. I hope it tastes as good as it looks, but there's only one way to find out. I want to try to get a little bit of everything, so I'm going to cut it down the middle here. Okay, I'm not loving how that texture felt when I cut it. Oh, the swirl inside is beautiful though. That's almost giving like more cinnamon roll than anything, but let's grab a little bite. And then all the cream cheese, please, yes. All the cream cheese. The cinnamon French toast right here. It's Satu'li. Oh, it's dripping. Here's the thing. I don't hate it, but I don't consider this French toast. This is a cinnamon roll, and it is just an eensy-weensy dry. I don't know if it's because I'm one of the last breakfast times of the day. I put my order in time for 9:45, so this could have been sitting since 8. What saves it is that cream cheese sauce because it is in need of it. It feels so dry the way a cinnamon roll would, and so a cinnamon roll has all that icing on top, and that is what this is needing. You need to like coat the dang thing. But yeah, I don't hate it, but still, I think you have to be a sweet breakfast person. Now, if I had a cup of coffee with this, like a little pastry in the morning, that would be good. Let me try one more. Yeah, I think my favorite thing on this are the 2 sauces. So the cream cheese and then the passion fruit kind of mousse on top there. Without it, It's kind of just your classic Disney dry cinnamon roll. So I'm pretty happy I just went for the kid size. I would say still get it. Still worth a try, especially if you can get a little bit more of a fresh French toast. But still really, really good. Glad I gave it a try. My opinion, what I'm gonna do as my little hack, I want a piece of the beef, a piece of the sausage, and a little potato hash. Let's mix the entrees together. That's what it's needing. There's no way this can't be good. These were the best two dishes, so putting them together is gonna be flavor explosion. Wow. That is so, so good. What I would love for them to do, which is what they do for lunch, you can kind of like mix and match your bowls for lunch. So you can kind of choose your protein with what you want on the side. I wish they would do that here, where like if you didn't like the chorizo sausage, you could get the shaved beef with the potato hash. I think that would be kind of fun. And who knows, in the future, they might do that. They have only been serving breakfast here for 3 days, and that's one thing I will say. The quality that they're bringing for something new, I'm really impressed with. Usually when Disney drops new food, it does take them a while, the chefs, you know, everyone, to just like get the hang of things, and I feel like they already got the hang of this. They knocked it out of the park, but I would love to see it even expand more. They do have one more item on the menu I didn't get. It's like a fruit parfait. I've been hearing from a couple people that it's actually so fire and so good, but I wasn't really in the mood for like yogurt and fruit. I have that in my fridge at home if I want it. And I'm just realizing I was a little confused with this slow roasted pork and chorizo sausage. I was thinking that they were calling the chorizo sausage the slow roasted pork, basically, but no. There are like little shredded pieces of slow roasted pork in here, but there wasn't a lot. It was kind of mixed with the hash, so I couldn't even really tell that it was. I'm sure it's adding some flavor to the hash, but to me, you're getting most of your meat from that chorizo sausage. But once I found the few couple pieces of the slow roasted pork, it just made me realize why this dish was so much better, because it has the pork and the sausage on top, just to clarify with that. Still might be my favorite dish for breakfast, but I'll give my full review outside. But before we leave Satu'li Canteen, I'm also noticing something I've never seen before here. They have all these Pandora artifacts below. Usually I'm rushing to the food and I don't take a second to stop and look at this beautiful art. And this is a home tree bowl. It's used during food preparation to hold on and transfer the ingredients. So you can see the Na'vi have created this little like hand woven basket to carry all their weird fruits and vegetables. And then right next to it, this looks like it's something straight out of The Little Mermaid. These are shell scoops, and these are used to measure and transfer ingredients during food preparation. So it's almost like it's their half cup, their full cup, to just kind of be able to measure and remember what different scoop sizes they are. They're so beautiful. I would just want them on my side table as beautiful art. Now, this thing looks like something out of Stranger Things. It is so cool. It is a Na'vi mixing pot, of course, used to mix and ground the seeds with water. Look at this thing, all crystallized inside from all the use that it has gotten. And then this is a stoneware cooking pot. This is probably where our sliced roast beef was cooked, right in here. Of course, it says it's used to cook the meat and vegetables. And they're cooking them really, really good right here in Satu'li. Okay, I could barely make it out of that restaurant. I was walking side to side. I am so stuffed, so full. Pretty much the only thing I didn't finish was that cinnamon French toast. I think it was my least favorite thing of the meal, but like I said, maybe I need to come right when it opens at 8, but we know that that's not ever really gonna happen. So this was my one time to try it. And I know you could tell by my face, but that slow roasted pork with the chorizo sausage and potato hash, it came through as definitely maybe one of the best breakfast items I've ever had at Disney World, and especially if you want to try to get on their very famous rides here in Pandora, Navi River Journey and Flight of Passage. This is a great place to come after you rope drop those rides and grab a little brekkie. Now, the only other thing I would have loved for them to add to this menu is maybe like a Navi cold brew. I know that's mixing a little bit too much earthly genres with the Pandora genre, but to have like a blue cold brew with almost like how Star Wars Galaxy's Edge does it, with maybe some like blue Cocoa Puffs on top, I think that could be really, really fun to add a coffee, and then you can dunk your cinnamon French toast in the coffee and all will be well. I think I'm gonna take off from Pandora now, but before you guys head into Pandora, make sure you have your Pandora Initiative Lake Buena Visitor shirt. This is one of my favorite tees by them. I love a good tie-dye tee, and there really aren't that many Pandora avatar shirts. This one is so like discreet and cute. I love it. You can find it in the description. But now I want to try to find some cold brew coffee because I got myself thinking about it, and now I really need a good coffee. It just doesn't feel right to have a little breakfast without coffee. So I think that they did have coffee at Satu'li Canteen, but it was just kind of your basic regular coffee. They do have Creature Comforts, which is Animal Kingdom Starbucks. But sometimes the line can get really long for that. And why do you want Starbucks when you come to Disney? Don't you want to get a little something different? So what I like to do is I come over here to the Isle of Java. It's kind of right when you're entering Dino Land, or soon to be not Dino Land, I guess. And they have a Vietnamese cold brew that is so delicious. I can't wait to show you guys. Well, first of all, this is what it looks like. It almost looks like a Guinness or something, so you definitely have to mix it up. And it's served with condensed sweet milk. So usually you can walk up and get it right away. There's no line, but for some reason today, I did have to wait about 5 minutes because I think they ran out of the condensed and sweet milk. And what makes it a delicious Vietnamese cold brew is that milk, so we need it. Now, if only I could get the paper off this paper straw. Let's give it a little swirl. I know this is really what I was missing at breakfast. Get all that condensed and sweet milk at the bottom. Mix it all up and around. Oh yeah. Woo! That'll wake you up. You're definitely ready to get on a roller coaster after that. And as I'm leaving Animal Kingdom, I did notice they have started to put up some of the Christmas decorations. I can't show you too much yet because there's not a lot up yet, but we are still starting to see a little glimpse of Christmas here at Animal Kingdom. I'm gonna go ahead and say you do not want to miss this breakfast while you're here on your little vacation or your staycation. It really impressed me. I couldn't believe how good it actually was. So I know I'll be coming back, checking out the Christmas really soon, and hopefully getting some more Satu'li breakfast. But for now, here from Animal Kingdom with my delicious cold brew. Peace, love, and positivity, and all the good things. Love you guys. Bye.